This woman I went to school with, Michelle Long, she's a grade ahead of me. She's younger than me though. About March 2020, right before, during the time the COVID-19 repercussions started, she's telling me about, I guess she knew from Facebook, I don't know, that me and Brianna Van Auken broke up. And she's like, people in her situation have to hit their bottom, like rock bottom, before they change. Uh, well, she brings up this doctor, this gynecologist doctor in Hot Springs, Arkansas, saying that he had delivered babies incorrectly. Broke their shoulders, broke their arm. She got a little dramatic with it. I guess I don't know what the hell that's about. Pretty sorry, pretty low down, twisted. Well, when she's telling me this, it reminds me of what Brianna Van Auken told me in the past, summer 2018. Her only child I met, Madison Page. A day or two after she was delivered, she couldn't move her arm or shoulder. She took her back to the hospital and it was fractured. Anyway, she tells me that this Dr. Michael Colgrove delivered a son of hers. This is the same doctor I met summer 2019 with Brianna Van Auken. The one that cut on her, that supposedly done a tubal to prevent pregnancy. And I think they delivered a baby that day. I looked at her and I stayed in a tent on the property. The tent's still there. One side of it's melted off from me burning. We spent 2 nights in a tent, weeks before the surgery in 2019. I saw some photos later on I took. Her weight, man, that woman, I thought it's just because she's getting closer to the age of 40. Okay, tell me what you think of this. Weeks before the surgery, we're in the room. Dr. Michael Colgrove, his medical assistant, said her name's Bree too. I'm like, my girlfriend thinks she's got cervical cancer. As soon as I say that, she drops her arms to the side. She's standing by Van Auken, who's on the examination table, and just walks out of the room. Just walks out of the room. They knew she is pregnant. They knew she is pregnant. And what I would have went through at that time is who would have been the father, me or Jonathan. But I don't know why they could have told me, it would have went a lot better. These people, they are sick, evil, twisted. I don't know. I guess local government was in on it, big time. State of Arkansas. She got pregnancy tested. One of her sisters is a lesbian. Lives in or near Little Rock, Arkansas. Holly Van Auken. Dates some black woman that's supposedly a girl basketball coach. I don't know if it's for college or what. Don't remember those details. That's probably who's got the kid. I don't know. People that can't have children. 2 stupid lesbians. That kid, if I got a kid, the kid turns this June, I guess, 4 years old. My mother didn't get to see her only grandchild. I didn't get to see nothing, not been told anything. Don't know. I know that, man, I let Van Auken back under my roof last year. Oh, the doctor said to Brianna Van Auken, before the surgery, weeks before, maybe a month, he's like, so you've had 5 undocumented miscarriages. 5. I only know of about 3. Supposedly 1 in year 2013 with Jonathan, 1 in 2017 with Jonathan, and in August 2018, she showed me a clip where she's in the shower. And she said she knew it was her body, it was an early miscarriage. I don't know if she gets money out of it or what, or they just keep her out of a prison and let her run around and do drugs and be a little outlaw, a little shoplifting outlaw.
Well, she's doing drugs while she's pregnant.
Yeah, and from pharmacies and illegal drugs.
Best not to have a kid. It won't be right.
But it can go either way. Sometimes so, sometimes not. That's another thing I've wondered. If the kid is deformed and healthy, that'd be amazing right there. If the kid has no problems with the drugs she's done, then that was something for me going back to the age of 20. I was always worried about if I having a deformed child. And I was told at 13 by a urologist I had a 20% chance of being sterile. And I'm probably fertile as all get out.
They don't know. They just there for the money. They'll tell you anything. They can't tell you what's
No, they
wrong.
don't. They didn't tell me
They
nothing.
can't tell you what's wrong with you, but they'll tell you things you need to quit and all that.
When a person's
Of course, I
pregnant,
already know all that. I just want to know what's going on with me.
get a load of this. The follow-up appointment after the surgery, I've rode a scat band one time in my life. You know about the scat band because your ex-wife, back when you was married to her, she took scat band at times. Okay. Well, with Brianna Van Auken on the follow-up, July 11th, 2019, I ride with her. One way. Larry Parker's nephew comes and picks us up. Well, when we get on the scat van to leave the yard, the driver acts like he knows her. Then she whispers in my ear, she says it's her cousin from Odin, Arkansas. She hadn't seen him in years. Well, after we get done with the Dr. Michael Cogrove in Hot Springs, we're not even out of the room yet. She's changing clothes. I'm on the phone with Larry. Larry says his nephew will come and pick us up. That's who drove Van Auken on the day of the surgery in June. This is now July the 11th. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Van Auken said she wants to. She'll call and cancel the scat van. We wait 30 plus minutes out in the parking lot at National Park. Larry's nephew Michael comes, picks us up. Then it was my idea to go to Lowe's to look at their push mowers. When we're walking into Lowe's a couple 100 feet away, I remember who noticed first, either me or Van Auken, that there's the scat van driver walking. She even acts awkward. She acts like she doesn't want him to see her. I'm just telling you, John, everything that I saw on that and I put back together, um, there's a big conspiracy. A lot of people had to be in on something. Local government, doctors, I don't know what all. Oh, that summer, just a month or two after Brianna Van Auken, 2019, says she's going to get the tube, makes the appointment to get the tubal to prevent pregnancy. She's on the phone with her mother, who says her older sister, not Holly, not the lesbian one, but the other sister, Jerry Lee, who's married to an anesthesiologist doctor, that they're going to invest 10 grand to a surrogate mother to have a biological child, to have another woman carry their baby. And he was going to save that husband a lot of money on child support, like 5 to 7 grand a month. He had minor children with 2 ex-wives. Everything that adds up, it's like an out of this world movie. Sick, twisted. I know that she had to be pregnant, and I have a feeling, hell, there might be a few Jonathan Cochran babies out there, play 12-year-olds, 15, that she's, whether he is in on it or not, or produced, I don't know.
Has he got any kids he claims?
I asked him earlier this year, late last year. He said no. I said, when he first said he's probably got a few out there. I said, probably got a 12-year-old you don't know about. He's like, yeah, probably a few. And I said, yeah. And I said, and Brianna Van Auken would be the biological mother. And then he sounded offended, and the look on his face even looked like he was disgusted. And he's with her like what, 5 years? You remember that?
Wouldn't be no 12 years old.
He started dating her in the year 2013. Well, that would be 10 years ago. I rounded it up too much. You remember when you were sitting at the picnic table at the river and Jonathan accidentally hit your leg with a stick? It might not have been. I think he's trying to hit me, not you. Jillian was there that day. You said something to Brianna Van Auken about Jonathan, and I went to check on her. She was sitting at the big table by herself, bawling, crying. You looked at her and then looked at him and said, she's going to be the judge of you. She's going to be the judge of you. I don't know what struck her emotionally. She went off crying.